Sean here with another quick hit. I want to talk a little bit about nostalgia today. I've been watching the movie The Archies, which is a Hindi-English combo language production. It's a very fun look at the Archie comics that I kind of grew up with. And it's a fun movie. It's not a perfect movie by any stretch, but it's actually an absolute hoot. If I were to say anything is wrong with it, it runs a little bit too long. There are scenes in there that you don't need. For example, for anybody who has seen it, the truth or dare sequence isn't necessary. They introduce a subplot which is resolved in the very next scene, a fundamental early writer mistake, even though I'm not saying that these guys are early writers, but it's the kind of a thing that we put in there that we don't realize until after, yeah, that whole thing could be cut out. I understand why they put it in there. It's trying to make a nod to modern ideals of sorts. But other than that, it's actually a pretty good movie and it's pretty fun. And if you are an Archie fan, you get to visit Archie and Betty and Veronica again in a very fun way. And that's why I like it, is because if you want to revisit these characters, it's a revisit of these characters. There's a trend in the past, well, actually for a long time now, but my first experience firsthand was Catwoman with it of, oh, let's take a property that exists, a property that maybe has some nostalgia to it, people like about it, and let's reinvent it. And let's reinvent it in a way that ignores everything about why you wanted to reinvent it to begin with. Linda Seeger, in her book on adaptation, says, you know, there are several rules in order to make a good adaptation. The first one is remember why you wanted to make it to begin with. So Riverdale. Yes, I'm going to be picking on Riverdale for this. If you like Archie comics and you want to see a TV series that has Archie and Jughead and Veronica and Betty in it, don't watch Riverdale. Riverdale has the names of the characters, and that's really it. I mean, come on. Archie and Mrs. Grundy? I mean, come on. No, really? No. Ooh, ick. Ooh, right? All it has is the names. And they'll say, oh, well, this is a reinvention of those. No, it's not. It's just taking the characters and putting them in a completely different... It's like taking a movie and then just changing the names to Archie, Jughead, or whatever. This is what Catwoman did. With the Halle Berry Catwoman. If you like the character Catwoman from the DC Comics and you want to see a movie about Catwoman, don't watch the movie Catwoman. Because what the makers of that did, and unfortunately I was at Warner Brothers at the time we made it, what they did is they just took the names and nothing else from it. So ask yourself, well, why did you like the original? What was it about the original? And I'm not opposed to reimagining. The Archies is an absolute reimagining. I mean, it's set in the 60s, but it's set in India. So it's definitely a reimagining. They answer questions that haven't been answered by other Archies in a way that was not dealt with in the comics. But they take it, those characters living. Those characters are living in this new world. And that's really all I want. If you want to do Catwoman, but you want to set Catwoman in Metropolis instead of Gotham, okay, let's see it. Let's see what happens. But put Catwoman in that situation, not just a random character that you're now going to name Catwoman because you're hoping to draw in the nostalgia crowd. I'm not saying that Riverdale is bad. I have friends who love Riverdale. Not my cup of tea. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not the Archies. And this is the Archies. So, hey, by the way, Betty or Veronica? Or Archie, or Reggie or Jughead? Who's your favorite character? Let me know in the comments below. This has been another quick hit.